Life is long if you know how to live it. Seneca. It is relatively common among philosophers, poets, writers in general, and well, just about anyone, really, to complain of the shortness of life. It therefore comes as a mild shock when someone says that, actually, life is quite long enough, thank you. Seneca the Younger was a Roman Stoic, contemporary with, unfortunately for him, two of history's greatest sociopaths, the emperors Caligula and Nero. Stoicism contends that the greatest virtue lies in acceptance of and indifference to the misfortunes of life, for whilst we aren't completely powerless, we cannot ultimately change or avoid fate's decree. So one's attitude to life and death should therefore reflect this by acceptance of natural limits and determination to make the best of our allotted span. Accordingly, Seneca identifies two principal drains on our time: pleasure and work. Above all, one should be master of oneself, of one's desires and choices. The great and the powerful, those you might expect to possess most command over themselves, were frequently the worst offenders. Seneca cites Emperor Augustus, who, even in retirement, longed for leisure. This, he ironically observes, was the prayer of the man who could grant the prayers of all mankind. The ultimate aim was to rise above the whims of fortune, not to control one's fate, who can do that, but be unmoved by it, to choose meaningful, achievable goals, and forge a life free of regret. Finally, the fittest reward for life well lived is the power to choose when it ends. For Stoics, suicide wasn't a sign against nature or God, but when undertaken with the right mental attitude and for a genuine reason, a human right. Therefore, on being informed that Nero was to have him executed for treachery, Seneca calmly took his own life. There was no need to drag things out. He had achieved all that he wanted to achieve, and had no regrets. Life had been long enough.